Well, we had to do this show, didn't we, boys? We had to.
Not really
Absolutely had to.
really, was it?
Oh, we've been waiting for long enough.
Oh no, we've all, the moment we've all been waiting for. So we have finally agreed a fee with Kieran Trippier and Atletico Madrid. And Sky Sports News have reported that the deal is going to be worth 12 million. We believe it's going to be a 4-year deal. And having just had Kieran Maguire on talking all about our finances for the financial fair play, if you haven't already watched the show, make sure you go back and watch it.
Go and watch it.
Yeah, there he is. There's Kieran. Make sure you get yourself on there and have a watch. But boys, the reason we're doing the show is we want to get your reaction. How are you feeling about Kieran Trippier deal? I mean, we were all absolutely delighted, weren't we? That we've been linked with him, and there was talk of 25 million, rising to 30 million, and now we found out in the last 24 hours that the deal for Kieran Trippier is going to be for 12 million pounds. Martin, how do you feel about that?
Yeah, I'm disappointed. No, I'm obviously not. Do you know what? Let the fume roll on. Yeah, listen, 12 million, whatever add-ons. Yeah, look, rumour mill, we'll know a bit more tomorrow. He's flying into Newcastle tomorrow. It's all over behind me here on Sky. So yeah, medical tomorrow, and likely he will be announced fully tomorrow and paraded, I'm guessing, providing medical is all good, which I'm sure it is. Sky are putting up there to say, he's going for the medical and agree personal terms. Listen, that's all done. You don't go for a medical before you've already talked money. So I'd say that's all done. But yeah, listen, 31 years old, La Liga Team of the Year last year. Diego Simeone changed the style of play at Atletico to fit him in. Listen, let the fume rage. Seeing Twitter having meltdown, different clubs and fans breaking their shite. Let it rock on, lads. I'm just looking behind me. The transfer clock is ticking, and I'll leave my piece on two pieces. One is there's 27 days plus left of this transfer window. This isn't the Mike Ashley era no more. This is a new dawn, and we've still got a whole month to go yet, and we've already got a signing there or thereabouts. The second thing I will do is I want to give a massive call out to Gabby Agbon-Lahore, who is an absolute penis, who said, and I quote, "If you offer someone 40k a week to come to Newcastle or 30 to play at Brentford, they play for Brentford." Well, Gabby, I'd like to say you are a bellend, sir, because that's obviously not what's happened tonight, matey. So next time you're on TalkSport, think before you speak. But anyway, yeah, delighted. Pete, what about you, pal?
It's a little bit surreal. I know we've been kind of like talking about the signings and stuff coming in, but to actually see it, I'm watching it now come across the screen that we've agreed a fee for not just any player, but he's an England international. He's a fucking good player. Yeah. And the fact that one of the world's best managers in Diego Simeone, is reluctant to let him go and fitted him in around his system, talked about how technically gifted he is. And foreign managers, particularly in foreign leagues, don't say that about English players very often. They said it about the likes of David Beckham, but not many other English players. And the fact that they're talking about him in that ilk, and the fact that we've got him coming to Newcastle for £12 million. Lots of journalists arguing with each other about the add-ons and all the rest of it. Craig Hope's reported tonight the add-ons are only as small as 3 million, so a potential £15 million deal. It's a no-brainer. He is a super, super talented player. He is going to revamp the way that we play. The reason being is because he is an Eddie Howe guy. He plays the way that Eddie Howe likes to play. You're going to see him bombing forward. You're going to see him whipping balls into the box. You're going to see significantly better set pieces with him in the team. So excited about this. I want it rubber stamped. I want it done. We'll talk about it in a little bit more detail this Thursday, 8 p.m. Yes. The fully loaded transfer show. We will go to town on that deal. And you know what? As Martin said, let the good times roll. We ain't finished yet. We have got more in the tank, way more in the tank. Guys, there's 95 people watching right now. This is going to be the best transfer window we've seen in 15 years.
Yeah,
Let's fucking enjoy this, boys and girls. Let's fucking enjoy this. Buzzing.
Oh, we will enjoy it, Pete. We will enjoy it. Absolutely delighted.
Going to the end of the window, and then going, actually, we can't afford a loan fee for Chowdhury.
Those days are long gone. Long gone.
Better than Hendrick. Get him in.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
Absolutely delighted with Trippier. Finally over the line. I saw somewhere as well today that this has been talked about since November as well. And I think I said it to you guys off air once as well. If you remember back when Eddie Howe was in between jobs and he was doing he was kind of going to different clubs, broadening his knowledge and learning different styles as well. If you remember, one place he went to was Atletico Madrid. So I think it was always in the head. It's a good connection with Kieran Trippier. This one was always the link in there with Eddie Howe. The Eddie Howe factor has got this one to us. And what a statement of intent. It'll allow other players to say, oh, they're bringing in Trippier. He's decent. Yeah, maybe I should really consider Newcastle here. And and he's a leader. Brilliant at set pieces. Oh God, I can't wait till we get a free kick now. Instead of Richie blasting it over.
John Joe's nose is put out.
Or John Joe passing it in instead of shooting it when Dunk was in goal. Yeah, shoot is all we'll be saying now. But bring on those glory days. And it's only the start, as Pete and Martin as mentioned. A lot more to come. Can you imagine, lads, getting towards the end of the transfer deadline day and thinking, no, we've already got 5 players. We're hardly going to get signed someone else, and then we bring in 2 more on transfer deadline day. Wow, who knows what can happen? But as Pete says, yes, stay tuned for the Fully Loaded Transfer Show with the wrong button. This one on Thursday, and we'll talk about more with Jordan and with Lee Davey as well. Hopefully on Thursday. Back to you, Chris.
Yeah, it's exciting, isn't it? Just listening to you lads then. I mean, we were talking pre-show, weren't we, about the fact that we feel like this is just the beginning and it's really going to open the floodgates. I mean, if you would have said 6 months ago that we'd be going for the likes of Kieran Trippier, you just wouldn't believe it, would you? I mean, some fans of clubs, may look at this and think, oh, it's only Kieran Trippier, calm down. But he's an established England international, and he's leaving a top La Liga side to come and play for Newcastle, who are currently 19th in the league. Now, if that doesn't excite Newcastle fans, I don't know what else will. He believes in the project. He's probably been sold a fantastic project, and it's. Do you know what? I don't even actually know what to say. It's such a relief. I mean, we've had this coming, haven't we? For a couple of weeks. Kieran Trippier, we always felt was going to be the first one through the door. And certainly it looks like he will be. But now it's just getting him signed and sealed, and then seeing who else we bring in. And just a small subject, boys. I believe Lille are playing at the moment, so I think we're all going to be watching it full time to see what Mr. Botman is going to be like at full time. Yeah, let's hope he can say goodbye as well.
Hopefully,
fingers crossed. Might be too soon for that. I don't know, but I'll certainly be keeping an eye on it.
Yeah, I think the other thing with Trippier is, let's not forget, he captained England. Last obviously, I suppose play from a northeast club to hit the England ranks and captain and stuff, I suppose, is Henderson. So it's nice to have, an England international coming into the team. I think probably you might not see it, but it does pose questions now for a new captain in the club and a way forward. And if I was my best mate Jamal now, I'd be a little bit worried about my captaincy. But it's good to have outside of any captaincy changes or anything else. I think it's absolutely superb to have someone like that coming in, because it's leadership in that back 5 or back 4, whatever we play, that we've been so sorely missing, experience wise, defensively wise. So I think, as we've said, it's the first of many. But I think, he's a great signing. But I think the other thing we need to be mindful of, some people, if we'd have been sat here, as you said, Chris, 6 months ago going, we got a Trippier, now we're quoting all these other names and stuff. We just need players that can get us to where we need to be at this point. We don't necessarily need, 100 million players and everything else. 12 million, if it's 12 over 4 years, which is, Kieran Maguire, as you said on the other show, 3 million over those 3 million a season over those 4 years. Bonuses and the like don't have to be played until, those those markings are achieved, I suppose, during that 4 years or whatever, it's an absolute steal. So if our owners can do deals like that, and we can get some real quality in to support the squad that we've got, they don't have to be 100 million superstars, and I think we've proved that tonight by going out and get Kieran Trippier.
Right player for the fantastic price, Marth. Couldn't have put it better.
Absolutely.
Right player for the fantastic price. 12 million is just it's ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean, Pete, you were only talking about this the other night on the transfer show about getting players. You were just saying we need to be realistic of where we are now. I mean, that's a fact, yeah.
There's a lot of talk about, our transfer window. I was having a chat with some of the Southern mags on a chat the other night, and they were talking about spending all this money, 150 million. I was like, we can go out there and spend big. Botman, for example, people talking about Botman in the chat. Yeah. We can spend big on him. He's 21 years old. Trippier for 12 million, 31 years old. We can get 3 years out of him at least. No brainer. But we've got to remember, there are 4 loans that we can get as well that are not going to cost any money, but we can get 4 quality loans. Like, we don't have to spend reams and reams of cash, right? We don't have to go deep into that 200 million that we can potentially spend in this transfer window. We can be smart about it. And I think the fact that our owners tonight have got that deal done at 12 million says to me that those are smart owners. They know how to manage their money and get effective quality deals. We were talking about how difficult it might be to encourage Kieran Trippier to come to Newcastle. We talked about, and Fabrizio Romano talked about, are Chelsea going to come in for him? And there was talk about other teams coming in for him. We've not only convinced him to come to Newcastle, we've convinced Atletico Madrid to let him go for £12 million. The owners need praise for that.
Yeah, true bit of business.
That's not a deal that gets done every day. It's just not. And we need to appreciate that as owners to say, you know what? Fucking great deal. And we budgeted in 25 million when we were considering the Botman at 30, 40 million and whoever at other minutes. 12 million. That leaves us another 10, possibly even 15 million to play around with other signings that we can sign.
Yeah. Looks like we've got Trippier in the green room as well. Maybe we should bring him in. Here he is. Oh, no, it's Richie. Sorry.
That's just Richie.
Mistake.
Richie. I got all excited then.
I don't know about that, mate. Really.
Interestingly, Thrust Levers just put out there. So Trippier's flight from Madrid, scheduled departure from Madrid, 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, arriving in the northeast at 9:45 tomorrow morning.
Afternoon announcement, boys.
Possibly so, yeah. Possibly so.
Before we go to Richie's comment, I just want to say a good comment here from Shader. Yeah, linking him to Milner. Trippier, it's the same kind of ilk. Will play, I'd say, later into his career, and looks like he could do it as well. So that's a good shout, I think, there as well. Richie, your thoughts on us signing Kieran Trippier?
I think we've talked about for the last few weeks. We all know the sort of caliber of player that Kieran Trippier is. He's an England international. He's experienced in the Premier League. He'll bring automatic leadership to one of the worst defences in the Premier League at the moment. I think I read today 80 goals we've conceded in the 2021, which is horrendous by any standards. So that's going to be that's going to sort things out. And I think the one good thing is we've already touched on as well is when an England national can give up Atletico Madrid, Champions League football, and come to the project that is NUFC, it will get other players' heads turning, and I think that will help, sell the club even further going forward to all these players who are perhaps thinking about it but unsure. But the fact that a player of the caliber of Kieran Trippier can give all that to come to Newcastle, I think it just speaks volumes for how good a transfer window this could actually be for the club.
Totally agree, Rich.
Cheers, Rich. think, Chris, we probably leave it short there because keep people wanting more as we go into our fully loaded transfer show, which Pete will be leading off on Thursday night at 8:00, as we've mentioned earlier. Keep an eye on that. And also, we mentioned the show on Monday. I think Martin will probably be leading that one off. If we have a mystery guest, if you didn't catch it on the show earlier, Martin, tell us again.
Monday night we've got the some would say the Enigma, and not the one from the Batman movies. We've got the one and only Sean Casey on Monday night, the Twitter Enigma, to talk to us about what he may or may not know. And to prove to folk out there in Twitter world that he is actually real. So yeah, join us 8:00 on Monday night for the man, the myth, the legend, Sean Casey. Looking forward to that. Should be a good one. Yeah, looking forward to all the shows this week and into next week. Got some crackers coming up.
Busy.
And boozies coming up in January. So yeah, hit the likes, hit the subscribes, and keep following, folks.
That's it. And shout out to Bronwyn, Black and White Army limited edition collection, which you've heard me talk about earlier tonight if you're catching the show now. So yeah, log on there and see what's left in that range before she kicks off the new range. That's it, lads.
Perfect.
Okay. Yeah. Good night, everyone.
Take care, boys.
Take care, everyone.
Talk to you soon.